Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and we are live for the Mandem talk. We're here Wednesday evening. Hope everybody's having a good day. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, it's raining out there. It's wet. It's miserable. But listen, don't let that, you know what I mean, spoil your day. Positive energy. That's what it's all about. Big up to the chat. Big up to the community. Make sure you, first and foremost, before you do anything, hit the like button. Bottom right hand side of your TV or computer or even phone. Go check it, like the video, and big up to the man. Then we got Tyrone in the building, man.
Big up, man. Big up. Good to be on as always. Obviously, big up Nige, big up Cass, big up
Sorry, people.
Big up the cats involved as well. You know what I'm saying?
You know what is it? Man's made an appearance and then fucked off, bro.
I love that. He thought I was gonna slap on some kitchenada, man, but not today.
I big up Lewis in the building. Is that a new? You running your own channel now or something? That looks like a new channel logo. Sorry, Lewis. What's going on? Hey, let me tell you now, first running 2-minute intro, bro. I was smiling throughout the whole thing. I felt like I was in year 10, 9 again, waiting for a new, that new game that's just come out. Just loaded it up, like, whether it's Christmas or whenever it's a time or it's snowing and all the schools are locked off. You put that on, you're like, rah. Look, can you hear this? It's like what? It's like going back in the Call of Duty. That's cold.
The new intro's back, man. New year, new vibes. Big up, by the way, Jamoose leader. I just see the 510. He says, watching from St. Kitts. You can see the top right there. Love that, man.
Big up, man. Big up the St. Kitts people, then, man.
Yeah, big up, man. Love that. So yeah, man, good to be on. Big up the Mandem every time. You know what time it is, Said, man. I'm ready for this Saturday. I'm ready. I want to hear what you've got to say, Said. Mr. Positive as well. Can't wait.
You'll hear it, man. You'll hear it, man. Big up, obviously, Neji in the building. Neji, what are you telling me? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm nice, man. Always nice to be with you, man. Then, bro. Trust me, it's always good, man. Link up, talk about football. Obviously, Man United is slapping it at the moment. Casemiro's wearing 18 on the back of his shirt, pinging balls like his name's Skulls. It's getting mad, bro. Man City gonna get a thumping on weekend. I'll tell you, bro. They're getting thumping, bro. They're getting slapped.
Come on, man.
One time.
Let's deal with him.
One time.
We're gonna deal with them, people, man. I'm confident. Listen,
bro.
Listen, no United fans should be not feeling confident. We're in it. We're here. Ten Hag's men. Kaz, what are you telling them?
I'm ill, man. But I can't miss Mandem chat, man. I think I wasn't here last week, so it's not the same, innit? It's not the same. It's just like interrupting my week. But yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm feeling positive. I'm a little bit more realistic. Like it'll be a tight game in it, and it'll be a 1 goal for me, either or. Like it could be to us, it could be to them. But Old Trafford this season's not the same anymore, is it? So that's what I'm gonna say. Hey, Lewis.
Lewis season's coming back.
Make sure to get out that reaction, Lewis.
Wait, why does man think you're scared of clips, bro? You think you're scared of clips, bro? Go clip this up, bro, and I hope you share it with me. Slap them up, bro. I swear to God. I'll beg you share it, bro. You clip it, you share it when we thump you 3-1, bro. Happening.
Man. Big up Zayn Mias in the building. City have to win this, or Arsenal definitely win the league. So City will go all out. If United win, they can challenge next season. Listen, Zayn Mias, man, you worry about your team. I will worry about ours. You get, man. We're coming as well next weekend for you, Zayn Mias. So you better be ready. But Tyrone, chat to me, man. Manchester Derby must win or must not lose, because a lot of people are saying go out there with a draw. I'm a firm believer. If you're home in a derby, you've got to be the one that wins the game. You've got to be the one that has the impetus to win that game, man. You're on the home advantage. Crowd will be rocking. What are you saying, bro? What are you telling me right now?
Do you know what? That's actually, man, that's a bare hard question to answer. You know, must not lose. I don't think either or, yeah. I just think this Manchester United team, for the first time in years, are ready for this game. I feel like I'm going into this game like we've won under Ollie. I'm saying, and you know what the funny thing is, I've done a part 1 of a preview yesterday, and I kind of stayed a bit quiet. I was letting Big Steve have his moment, and I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. But on today's stream here, when I think about it, I was saying to them, look, we've played them at Old Trafford, and they've always got the better of us in recent years. We had that win under Ollie with McTominay scored and stuff like that, and we've beat them at the Etihad as well. We've had some joy. You know, we haven't been the better team, but in that spell of 20 minutes, we score, we get 2-0 up, and then obviously we defend the game and stuff. But actually going into this game, I actually feel like we are ready for the first time in years. It's not counter-attack and hope. It's not Martial and Rashford and hope. We have got a team of Martinez, Varane. We have got Casemiro in the middle. We've got Rashford playing the ball of his life at the moment. And we've got Martial potentially fit when sometimes he misses the derbies. We've got the people we need to get a result available. So there's no excuses from our side. We've got to go out there now and perform. We've got the momentum going. We're winning games, Saeed. We're not 1-0s. We're scoring 2s, scoring 4s. Like, everything that you want going into this game is from Manchester United side. Haaland obviously is a problem. I get it. He scored a hat-trick.
Not a problem.
But listen,
Stop it.
he scored hat-tricks, he scored goals, and he was there. He signed to win the league. They're not even winning the league at the moment. They're 2 points worse off than they were last year. So it's still the same Manchester City. So I get it. Manchester City are the better team. I get it. They've won the title much more than us in the last few years. But it's a derby. It's a one-off game. And we've beaten them before when we've had a worse side. So why can't we beat them now?
Energy.
I mean, wait. Whoa, can I say something quick? Why was you like this yesterday, Ty?
Because I got to save it. I'm saving it a little bit. I
like that. But tomorrow, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Warm up.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that yesterday, and you know what the main thing was for me? I knew there was going to be no Martial and Varane that yesterday. And when he come out this morning and I saw that he said they're rested and they're available, I was like, okay, the big man are here. I wanted to wait. But yeah, over to Cass with more positivity, hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully? Like I'm not screaming no league or nothing, but I don't know. It's a bit hard, man. Like, I just don't believe we're going to lose at Old Trafford. I think it's gone way beyond that situation now. Obviously, you pretty much said everything, Ty, in it. So you know, we're firing, we're there. You know, Rashford's on form. The only thing that
we've beat them with a worse side, and they've been better.
I know that. It's just the only thing that worries me if Eriksen's gonna play, innit? And I don't want him to play. And I get the whole, you know, if he plays, we want to play progressive football, but I'm not being funny. But Eriksen's been dropping stinkers after stinkers. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So I'd rather, I think Fred does. I think he yesterday put himself into that starting lineup. I mean, we'll get overrun otherwise. Like, we need Fred and Casemiro. Just do your thing, innit? And then maybe,
I'm all for Fred.
Yeah. Big up Musa in the building. Before I get you in, Musa, I'm going to go and chat to Neji. Neji, listen, you had the energy. Man City are not free-flowing this season. There's something different about Man
City. 100%, bro.
And we need to capitalize, man. We need to win and put out a statement, because a lot of people are disrespecting United this season. And this game is the game where I'm looking at, you know what, okay, you know, we've beaten certain teams that we should be beating. But this one here, can all them doubters that, you know, they've only beat. Now it's like, bro, beat Man City and people start to then respect us and be like, you know what?
Beating Liverpool. Beating
100%, bro.
Beating Spurs. City next.
Bro, that ties on it, man. Listen, end of the day, yeah, you go by Haaland, and this what I rate Pep. Everyone rates Pep. From a neutral, everyone rates Pep. Yeah, great football manager, tactician, everything. But the guy's gone and bought Haaland in, yeah, to go and try. Let's be honest, he's begging for the league, bro. He's begging for the Champions League.
By Champions League, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, but he's begging for the Champions League, and this guy is now basically ultimately switched up the way that they're playing football. They're catering to Haaland's needs more so than Pep's needs. So therefore, they're leaking more goals because from the front they aren't as dominant in terms of as a team, as a unit. Their football starts slipping up. They're conceding more goals than they normally would do, right? I'll be honest, there's a lot of complacency within that team. When they beat us 6-3, right, they were going on a mad one. But when you think about them conceding 3 goals in the way that they did, sloppy, complacency. From time I know they've got that in their head, yeah, they aren't taking the derby serious no more, Man United serious no more. And that's fine. That's okay. That's not stress. But if you're going to go to them levels where you're going to get complacent and then you're going to concede 3, people are going to start looking at you thinking, oh, we can score past you, bro. And now we're at a stage now where United are flying, and it's not just it's sustainable football. Under Oli, I didn't think it was sustainable. The way we're playing football, that's something we can sustain for season on season on season and get better. So right now, bro, City have to turn up. And if they struggle, my God, when they struggle, bro. When they struggle at halftime, they're going in there having to go and force it a little bit and trying to play pep ball, yeah? It's going to be game over, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's game over. I'm going 3-1 straight off it. 3-1, bro.
Jeez.
You know what, Nige, as well? We scored 3, right? And you got to remember, we didn't have the best player in the league right now, Casemiro, in that game at the moment. He came on with 20 minutes to go. We started McTominay because he was back in form. We've got Casemiro this game. This is the type of game you sign him for.
Yeah, but to be fair though,
deciding
Kai, they also are missing Rodri. They're also missing key players as well, bro.
I get it, but the thing is, Cass, taking Rodri out of Man City and taking Casemiro out of United is huge difference for our side.
100.
I think you take Casemiro out of United and take Rodri out, they can still function. You take Casemiro out of this side right now and he does his hit tomorrow and we hear he's out, we are all shitting it. Because
I don't get though. I don't get though. See, Arsenal fans all want Man City, obviously, to us to beat Man City. Like, we're not gonna go to the Emirates and smash them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference?
If we win our next 3, then we could be level with them.
I can sit there, man.
I don't know, man. Like, Saeed, you've been going to the... I want to ask you, you've been going to the ground for years, right? You've seen us win, like I said, the McTominay 40-yarder, last-minute knee slide, passion thing and all that. But you're going on Saturday, as obviously among many other people. I know Cass is going as well, but you've watched game for years there, Yeah. How do you feel going into this derby when you've seen us win when we've been shitter than this?
Yeah. I think for me, this is probably the most confident I've been about a game in a long, long while. I think for me, the crowd is going to be up for it. I think Ten Hag, tactically, listen, if you look at the league right now, if you're looking at Ten Hag, who's a better tactician? Let's say Guardiola's up there. He's up there. But in terms of Ten Hag's tactics this season, it's been, honestly, if you're looking at in-game tactics, if you're looking at before the game, if you're looking at certain decisions that he's making, everything's been immaculate. And this is what I've loved about Ten Hag. I can now say what Neji said before about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being freestyle football and whatnot. Now this manager sets us up and we know what we're doing. Like, when have you seen that before? For me, that in itself is a plus. In itself is a plus. And I know we're going to the game. We've got a set of tactics. We know what we're doing. And I just believe in Man United again. And I believe under the manager. We don't have to rely on 1 or 2 players. Okay, Rashford and what are turning up. But as a collective unit, Man United are in sync now. So that's why I believe in my team. That's why I'm going into the derby confident. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Man City, yes, they've got their players. But I believe in Man United more. I'm not here De Bruyne might do something. We will do something to them. We will do something. We've got our players. So I just think this idea that, you know what, we should be scared of Man City. Yes, they've got good players, but we should be believing what Man United are doing. In Eric Ten Hag, we trust. That's the message from me.
You know what? See, Musa, Musa was in a chat. Big believer of Wan-Bissaka, I'm telling you now, I'm having Wan-Bissaka like over the low this weekend.
Good debate, good debate.
Do you know what? It's the low. Don't look. He came off with a niggle, and fair enough. He's coming back up the scratch of things. Fair play, bro. Like, it is. You played so many minutes for United and played so good. You can take this time off and just do whatever you need to do. You earn that big time. But Wan-Bissaka, bro, you also got to earn your spot in this Ten Hag team. Wan-Bissaka, every game he's played good. And I'm not being funny. You'd think the Portuguese talking right side of us would communicate better. Where Wan-Bissaka and Anthony link up way better for some reason. And if I'm being honest, if you're going to play Grealish for someone, go lock my man up then. Like, I don't mind. I agree. If you're running past Wan-Bissaka, I don't really think he will. Would he draw fouls? Yes, of course. But Wan-Bissaka, I'm thinking, you know what? If we really want to lock up their side and play a little counterpart to it, then go play him. And then I wouldn't mind Eriksen playing because I know I'm shored up on the right-hand side with that defense a little bit more. Do you get where I'm coming from a little bit? And I think he deserves to play and keep
I'm with
up
Kaj,
that we need money.
We need money. He has to start. Yeah, he has to start. And I think even the last game we just seen, and I'm sure you can back this up. When my mum was playing, we started to see some of them little slide challenges and them little niggle tackles that he used to do. He was doing them, and we needed them in key moments in the last game, especially against Charlton. We needed it. We come off the bench, we needed it. I know it's Charlton, but in them danger areas, he was managing to still win the ball in the way that Bissaka does, and it took pressure off the team. But not only that, when he was going forward, we saw a better player. We saw confidence. We saw when he's actually trying to pass the ball, where he was trying to go, his movement off the ball. Yeah, he's still got his feet muggled up a little bit. Of course, it's going to happen. You're going to have your little down patches. But so far, Bissaka's showing that he should be starting the derby at this moment in time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you go off what Bissaka used to be like or what we know his worst attributes are, then of course you can have that doubt and of course you can laugh at what I'm talking about. But based on current form now, he has shown us that going forward and linking up play hasn't been an issue. And then we also know as a bonus, we've got that tackling side to him where he's going to be hard to beat.
Massive.
Positional. He's been better as well. I've been clocking off those back posts and even positioning in general. Everyone is elevating under Ten Hag. We just yet to see a few more players come through with them. It's not going to work out of everyone.
And do you know what it is, Cass, as well? We got to think Wan-Bissaka's the one that's actually been injured for a long time. He actually has had the least minutes out of the whole 11. So when he's come back in, for him to show that mentality of like, do you know what? Despite the speculation of potentially leaving, despite not even getting a look in, having an injury setback as well, he's just said, do you know what? I'm gonna, you know, that sort of that saying, hard work pays off and all that. He's just put his head down, not made noise, and he's waiting for his opportunity. And he's come in, kept clean sheets. He's been dogging his defending. And to be honest, the best part about it for me is that I know he's probably going to leave at the end of the season. However, I expect him to just get better and better because he's getting more confidence, he's getting more minutes, and obviously he's fit at the moment. So do you know what? I want to commend him mentally because where he's come from, it's not just, Wan-Bissaka's injured. It's Wan-Bissaka's injured. People think he's not good enough. Then he's going to get sold. And then Dallow's playing the form of his life. He's had a lot of obstacles. And coming to perform like this, big up.
We can definitely take the wings. We can definitely take the wings. Like Luke Shaw as well.
But don't forget as well, Cass. The last game we played, and we played Dallow there, he got booked within 2 minutes from Grealish. I don't want that Saturday.
It's a mental.
But I think for me,
enough sense. It's time to go and clap these bastards. It's time. Yeah, it's time. Why is your hand trembling? You get me? We're about to go on a rampage, bruv. On a rampage. Musa, come on. Chest is out. S for Superman, T for Ten Hag. You get me? We are coming, bruv. They are shook. Saeed. Yeah, they want to clip us. They didn't believe in us. Listen, community, everyone, if you're a Man United fan, walk with your head high, so high that your neck fucking hurts. Do you understand? Everybody's shook, bruv. Big Steve is going on holiday tomorrow because he's shook. He's leaving the country because he's shook. Man, shook. So he had to leave the country. Steve, he's going getting a tan because we're going to tan Man City on this side, bruv. Cass said it. After Man City, we got Arsenal. Even they're shook. They're creeping. They're praying that we beat Man City so they can go and get a little point gap. But guess what? It's not happening. Clip this. Skull tuggery, ass tuggery, whatever it's called. Clip this shit because we're coming. Yeah, we're coming, man. We're gonna clap everybody up, bro. Ten Hag is here. You cannot do turtleneck and have hair at the same time. You got to be bald, yeah? Graham Potter's trying to do turtleneck with hair. It doesn't work. Only my manager can do it. Whatever you want to call it, 4-3-3, Rodri, Pedri, everybody's getting clapped up. Barca's getting clapped up. We're here, man. Right. Energy. Let's go.
Big up Ijiro. It says City could focus on the right-hand side with Dalot injured. Wan-Bissaka could play. Let me bring in Musa. Musa, what are you telling me, man? Are you got the energy? Listen, man, this is the derby. We got to step up, Musa, man.
Listen, I'm here, man. I'm just, I went to get something to eat with the boys, but I said I got to step in. Let me know if you hear any noise, if it's a bit too much, and then listen, I'm gassed. Like, if we can't be, because I keep on going back to the 2 first games of the season where we dropped 6 points, and I keep on saying if we didn't drop those 6 points, we wouldn't be this shook, because we'll be like 3 points behind Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't drop those first 2 games, so the league don't lie. We are where we're meant to be, and we're ready to pounce. If these men think that we're playing games, if they think AK-47 Rashford is not shooting on sight, they've lost the plot. We are on job. You know what I'm saying? We're ready. I'm just gassed because I know that. At what time's kickoff Saturday?
12:30.
12. This is what I'm trying to say. Huh?
Oh, there's gonna be some upset people, man.
This is what I'm trying to say. Early day. I'm saying, like, we're talking about, we're messing up people Saturday early. I'm gassed. I'm excited. I know. And you know what's so bad is that I haven't even been thinking about the City team because I'm in London. I just been on the Arsenal, man. I'm ready for Arsenal, man. I feel like we've already bagged City and I want Arsenal. This is how I'm moving right now. Like, to the Arsenal fans, I'm telling them we're coming there to what did Jesse Lingard used to do over there when he used to get his goals in?
The moonwalk.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're going over this. I'm kind of gassed because I'm just thinking, if I believe we're playing the type of football that we are, and I think we can pull off the results that we can, guys, we can take 6 points from these next 2 games and shock the whole league. and just like
Bro,
turn everything upside down.
Don't forget, we got Palace on Wednesday as well. They chuck that in.
This is what I'm trying to say. So we can turn in his next 3 games, we can turn the whole league upside down and make people take us serious. Have we got our striker in yet? Is it over the line?
I don't think he'll be ready for Saturday. They have to register him from a certain date.
He's ready for Arsenal. You know, Arsenal's always got the bad luck. He's ready for Arsenal.
Exactly.
He's ready for Arsenal. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm excited, guys. To be honest, I'm excited to be a United fan right now. We've gone through the last couple of years of just being upset, moaning, complaining, onto Oli, bad football. I think if we don't enjoy it now and get excited now, I don't know when we're going to get excited. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
if you're a Man United fan and you're not excited like Musa right now, do not come to the parade. Do you understand? Stay at home. Don't come to the parade. Me and Musa, as the parade manager, humbly and not humble, decline you lot. Yeah, don't come, bruv. We're going to be at the parade. You understand what I'm saying, Said? Musa, tell them, man.
As long as the cat can come.
Anthony says, Antenna, sorry, Ethiopia goes, I like the attitude. Do it for Arsenal, Coys. And obviously,
we're doing it for us.
Yeah, we're doing it for us. That's what I'm saying. We're doing this for us.
Why are they trying to make it Arsenal? All these, you know what? All these Arsenal, man, they got this like main character syndrome thing at the minute. You've been top of the league for the first time, like properly in so long, and they think they can chat the most fudge. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is your first rodeo, bro. Last time they did that, it was under Wenger, 2014 or something. Bro, get with the program. Like, it's not for everyone, innit? That's all I'm saying. We were second at some point or first at some point under Oli. Who really got gassed? There's a few of us, don't get me wrong. But no one was really screaming top of the league, doing this, da. No one's doing it for Arsenal fans. Go play second fiddle, man, because next 5 years when everyone's up and money's up and everything going down again, man, the reality will hit. Arsenal fans, we won a title in like 20 years. Who gives a shit, man? Allow Arsenal, man. It's actually annoying now. You know what, yesterday, let me tell you something. I was on Big Six Bands, big up Monts on the channel. Felix, let me tell you about the Felix thing. I happily said, look, Felix rejected us. He rejected us. That's fine. I said, but he also rejected you, man, as in Arsenal, and he chose Chelsea. He's like, no, it's not. Where's the offer? Tell me the offer. I'm like, okay. I don't know the ins and outs of the offer, but David Ornstein said that there's something called choices. He had a choice, a choice. So what? If there's no choice, that means there's no offer, bro. So I said he's been in denial, just like most Arsenal fans. He rejected you, man, for Chelsea. These man can't accept that they got rejected. And he's like, it doesn't make sense. I said, bro, go look at the dictionary when it says choice. If there's no offer on the table, there's no choice. So what now? They're just so in denial. These men are living in their own spaces, in their own head. You know what? I've done this humble tip thing for too long, I'm being so real. No, but I've been so real. Like, I've been talking like normal and fuck that shit, man. I'm done with it.
Let me go back to the question. I'm going to start off with the Ty as well, and then we'll go around. Guys, Eriksen or Fred? This is a big question Ten Hag has got to make. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm caught in a limbo here. You have Fred, who has been impactful as a sub. Fred, who yesterday was shining in that midfield. Fred, who is going to win us the ball high up the pitch. But, this is the key but, he doesn't have the technical ability of Eriksen. He can't slice teams open by one ball, by one pass, by one cross, by one cut. That's not Fred. And this is what Eriksen gives you. Eriksen will give you them line-breaking passes. But if he can't get up the pitch or City presses high up the pitch, he is press-resistant, I think. He can, if you see the guys coming to press him, he can switch that play, which maybe Fred can't do. Ty, start with you, and then everyone just kind of fiddle in when you want.
Yeah, man, this is a sticky one. This is sticky. I was chatting about this literally with Cass and Big Steve yesterday. My gut instinct, and I'm going to keep it real with what I believe myself, I'm going to go with Fred. For me, this is because Eriksen's done this also to himself. I actually think that Eriksen, not to his fault, has been overplayed. I think Eriksen's a good player. He originally came as a squad player. We've not signed that extra midfielder, and he's become a main starter, and he's played every single game when we've needed him to. I think he's slowly regressing. I don't think he's having the impact on games that he was probably having at the start. I don't think his retention of the ball is actually getting better. I feel like he's starting to lose the ball a bit more in games. And one thing that pisses me off, and I don't care about the Eriksen fans in here, he's the biggest pussy-o that I've seen wear the Manchester United shirt in the last 5 years. The guy does not put his foot in. The guy does not put his foot in. The guy gets walked through. The guy is that guy. I'm trying to think. The guy is that guy in school, that wants to be a black man when he's a white man. And then really, when you stick it on him, he's nothing but a wet lettuce. That's what Eriksen is. Honestly,
What sense? You don't think he's aggressive enough?
Bro, he is not aggressive. He does not tackle, gets run
He's
through
not,
in
man.
it with 50-50. And in a Manchester derby, we don't need that. I get it. He has the quality on the ball, yeah. And Eriksen can spray passes and he can pass through the lines. And I understand that. But for me, his performances are regressing slowly. And I love Eriksen as a player. And I think he's good for the squad. But for me, I want proven. Fred, for me, is proven in Manchester. No, Said, it's not.
What mobility he lacks, I understand that. But I think you're coming a bit maybe too harsh on Eriksen. I think that's not his game. I think he's
not his game. It's not his game. But Saeed, them weaknesses that I'm seeing are causing us issues game by game, and it's getting worse. For me, it's frustration. Just because he's the only midfielder that you're saying in there that he can pass the ball through the lines and stuff. I get that, and it is a quality that we need, and we need another midfielder that can do that. But for me in this derby, I want someone like Fred who can press, who can win the ball back, who can give the ball 6-10 yards and give it to the next person. And he's proven in this derby. When we've gone to the Etihad and won, he's always played very well. When we've won at Old Trafford, he's always played very well. So for me, there's, horses for courses, fixture proof. Daniel James is the perfect example. We're going to run it right now. There's all of us like Daniel James as a footballer. No, we don't. But when he's playing Manchester City, do we like him? Yes, we do, because he runs, he causes them threats in behind. He's fixture proof. He's good at that game. And Fred, for me, is good in this Manchester derby. So if he starts Eriksen, cool, I'm happy with it because I understand the quality he does possess on the ball. And he could maybe come off at 60 minutes if Nigel's right and we're 2-0 up or we're 2-1 up and he's done what he's needed to do, like the Arsenal game. However, if we're going in there, and for me, the main reason is this. We've played Liverpool at home, beat them. We played Spurs at home, beat them. We played Arsenal at home, beat them. Did we deserve to beat Arsenal over that 90 minutes? They didn't create clear chances. People always come back to me. No, they didn't, but they were dominant on the ball.
They had like 3 shots the whole game, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. So I'm agreeing with people saying they didn't have that many chances and so forth. But every time I was watching that game, they looked like they were going to score and they were going forward. They were caused. And I feel like if this game goes any way like it did against Arsenal, the difference is City will punish us where Arsenal didn't. And I would rather have Fred in there when we're not having the ball and we've got to chase it around than having Eriksen in there because we're not going to dominate possession. We're not going to dominate the ball. And what's Eriksen in there to do? Get on the ball. So for me, love Eriksen. I think he's a good squad player, but I'm seeing too many deficiencies in his tackling, that side of it, running through him. Like, I need Fred in there for me. I think he's earned it as well, by the way, in the last few games.
I've got another solution.
Sham, but just before you go, Sham's not agreeing with you. He says, arguably, best signing post-St. Ferguson. Horrendous take. Listen,
so we've got Martinez, Casemiro. I'm just throwing 2 out there now. That's not the best signing since.
I've got another solution inside. Yeah. Would you not try to take the game a little bit too serious, just a little bit, because you're supposed to have the home crowd, this, that, and the other. Take it to them with Eriksen and do what we've been doing best with Fred, and then put Fred on. 60 minutes, put Fred on.
Yes, we could do that.
Maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe that might be it.
Najee, what are you thinking? Because like I said, Eriksen was unbelievable against Liverpool. I think Arsenal game he was very, very good. But then again, I do see where Ty's coming from. His deficiencies a little bit are starting to come in because of the fact that he's playing a lot of games. Again, not his fault. That's what Ty mentioned as well. What do you see? Because you get Fred in, and there's certain times where if his confidence gets shot, he then starts to lose the ball. Crowd get on top of him. He doesn't have to have a good game. Whereas Eriksen, he kind of just plays within himself. He keeps it tidy. Doesn't do anything crazy. Doesn't lose the ball that often. To the extent where we're kind of. Where do you think, bro?
I'll be honest, bro. I've got my paddle out and I'm in Ty's boat right now, bro. I'll be honest. I've been and I respect the reason I'm silent, yeah. So I have to see what Ty's logic is on this, yeah. I look at Bruno, bro, and obviously our fan base is a weird comparison of Bruno Eriksen. Objectively, look at both of them, yeah. No one wanted to talk about Bruno's pressing. No one wants to talk about his tackle rate. No one wants to talk about his work rate. No one wants to talk about the pitch that he covers, his intelligence off the ball. No one wanted to talk about that. They all wanted to talk about his misplaced passes, right? And I was lazy. When Eriksen comes, he's a baller because he don't misplace passes. But then more time, I'm seeing Eriksen do exactly the same, but the heat's not the same.
Yep.
And I'm saying that I'm asking my honest question: why is this? I don't understand. Why.
I agree with you on it. So someone else has got.
You know what it is? Because Bruno's more erratic. That's why he's more erratic on the ball and everything.
Yeah, but regardless, I've always said it comes down to aesthetics between the two.
Wait, you've got Tinny. Wait, hold it. Your volume's gone funny.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Fix it. Yeah, my AirPod is in my pocket, mad. So even my AirPod disagrees with me, man. But listen, Bruno is an ugly footballer, right? And I said, when I watch Bruno make a misplaced pass, yeah, which is a heroic ball, and I'm seeing Eriksen do exactly the same thing, but the hit's different. The only honest difference, objectively, yeah, because I don't care either way. I think both people are stupid. I generally think Bruno deserves to be treated like Eriksen, and I would never want Eriksen to be treated like Bruno's been. So that's where I sit on it. But I'm seeing Eriksen do mad passes that ain't going nowhere, but he looks neat doing it. So it looks like he's doing the right thing. When Bruno does it, he's just whacking his foot. He's lifting his foot. But the intelligence to go where he's going, he knows what he's trying to do. Ultimately, it's two intelligent players, but one just looks messy doing it, right? So all I'm saying to you, I'll be honest, I'm dropping Eriksen. For the simple fact is that through Bruno and Casemiro can spray a pass. We know this now. Yeah? So ultimately, that's covered. Bruno, we know, can spray a pass. But also, between Casemiro and Bruno, you've got that work rate and you've got that ability to be able to tackle and have a bit of strength in that area. And they're willing to go and bust an extra mile to go and win that ball back. With Fred in that midfield, for the first 60 minutes, I want that midfield. It's high energy, high impact, and you've got the levels at least to be able to spray balls on counters or in the higher end. After that, you bring on Eriksen, because that's when City are going to try and go for it, which means Eriksen gets a little bit more time and space. And then if there's a counter, you know, the ball rolls out to him, he can then spray his pass out there. He's not really having to track back as much. That's me, bro. I'm short and sweet, bro, but it has to be Fred over Eriksen, 100%.
Okay.
What are you saying, Faz? You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? When you see the tactics, because I know you're on tactic watch. You're next to Ten Hag. You're looking at him. He does like Fred. McTominay, I won't talk about. If you want to see my match react yesterday, McTominay is not even in the conversation, man.
He ain't even getting games, bro. Not even off the bench.
Yeah, exactly. Faz, you see the tactical view. What does Ten Hag like in a player? What do you see every time?
So first thing first, what I've noticed recently is Casemiro is his messenger. He always goes to Casemiro when he's delivering messages and delivering everything, if you notice. And the fullback, either that's Bissaka on this side or Dallo, whoever is on this side. Have you noticed how Casemiro's spraying passes now, but he didn't do that when he came to Manchester United? He didn't spray passes like this. And as games are going on, his passes are getting better and better. Considering the way Casemiro's playing and is spraying the ball, I actually think it is about time Eriksen holds bench. Now, first reason is Eriksen has played so many games at the start of the season. So many. We were even thinking, bro, for a free signing, we're just squeezing this guy because we have no one else. There's no competition. What did we all say? There's competition needed in positions. Fred isn't a like-for-like Fred isn't a like-for-like competition. We can all sit and agree. But one thing is Fred has shown us that he can have one decent game here and there. And maybe it's a huge game for Fred to really prove to the world and to himself that, you know what, actually, I can still be a player. There is still a player in me. You can play great against the likes of, Bournemouth or whatever, mid-table teams, etc., etc. But the point comes down to is big fixtures when it matters, when it's a game, a derby game, and it's a must-win. It helps the team secure third or push for the second. This is where you make your bread and butter. At one point, Fred had more goals than Messi. His left foot had more goals than Messi, if people remember, right? So Fred, he still has qualities. He doesn't have the qualities that Eriksen brings, but if Casemiro can continually make those passes, I think we should be okay. I think the passes are more accurate now. They are finding Rashford. They are finding Garnacho. They are finding Anthony. Players are being direct. Players are having success in beating fullbacks. I don't know who's going to play for Man City's back line, but, as much as they have really fast centre-backs, I think the form that Garnacho and Rashford are in alone is way too dangerous for Man City's backline. Way too dangerous. And if we find some sort of sync between Fred and Casemiro in that midfield, and Bruno just manages to, play with controlled aggression, I think it'll be a lot better game. Plus, you have the home crowd, behind Fred, behind everyone else. It should be okay. The first 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, nobody make a mistake. This is the most critical bit. Nobody make a mistake. Anything happens, the leaders in the pitch, put everyone's head up, no problem. If you made a bad tackle, if you gave the ball away, chill, breathe, relax, take the adrenaline out the game, make Man City struggle for the ball, keep the ball, and then you should be okay. So I actually think I'd go with Fred. Eriksen's been a bit lackluster. He seems like he's a bit, chilling, dawdling about. He seems like he's barely just going through games, right? Barely just edging through games, and he deserves a bit of rest.
He does.
Big up Real Zlatan. He says, I don't disagree with Eriksen takes. I understand it personally. I think he plays better after he's been rested. And that's a good thing. He was rested yesterday. Big up to the community. There's nearly 800 people in the chat. Guys, you know what to do.
Get the lights up, man.
Hit the
I
like
just say
button.
I just say you stop talking for like 2 minutes until you see about I'm not joking, about 300 likes. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, it is what it is. When it comes to content creation and Man United fans, Sai's up there, bro. Let's speak real, right? Alongside many others.
No, big up, man.
Go like the video. It don't take any people. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, why do people want to be lazy and not want to like the video? Like, do the thing. It's not hard.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. No, honestly, you might as well run your 2 minutes against Side. I want to hear it anyways. It's cold.
No, 100%, man. You know, for me, I just kind of like I'm stuck in two minds as to what tactics we deploy. Cause you chat to me tactics. What are you saying?
Well, like Faz, in a game. Look, I'm doing this journey. I'm pretty much at every single home game, right? I'm doing this journey around Old Trafford. I sit here, there. I'm in the east stand, west stand, north stand. I've just got to go to the stand where Faz is at now. I think I'm making my way around, so I get to see the pitch in different views. I'm loving it. It's absolutely great. Hopefully, get my season ticket for next year. But the way I've looked, I just like to look at the shape. Our shape's great, and there's no denying what Eriksen does. I see him misplay. Even Bournemouth, I see a lot of misplaced passes, and he might not even get shot. I look at his position on the pitch when he goes deep as well, just to collect the ball. That's the only issue I might have with Fred, is when he comes to collect that ball and see you're pressing, is he going to fumble? But where I find Fred at his best is when he's in the other half. Look, Fred doesn't need to do the DM job. He needs to help out, of course, but I like it when he's in the opposition third and literally forcing a mistake. But the thing is, with that, City also know how to play around. So our press has got to be key. This time around, got Martial. If you actually look, Martial ain't scored. He should probably had a goal against Bournemouth and a goal against Wolves, right? Easy pickings. But the thing that go unnoticed is his positioning when he does press. So it's just little key things like that people got unnoticed. The way he presses from the front, he forces it to the side. If you notice against Bournemouth and against Wolves, and I'm only going to use that as a collective because that's Marcel's first kind of few games, everything down the middle, nothing can go inside because it's impossible. They always have to go out to the wings. And I think against City, where we found, even when we lost 6-3, I know I get it, Marcel wasn't on the pitch or nothing. We had an injured Rashford, is that they didn't pick us through the middle. They kept picking us through the wings. And now, when you think about it like that, they ain't got the best wingers at the moment. They're like evident against Chelsea. They had to bring on Grealish and Mahrez. Do you get what I mean? And they have to cut inside. We got to stop crosses all day long. And I don't think Eriksen can get there as quick as possible. So I think Fred has to be crucial in this game. Like Ty was saying, like when it comes to the bigger games, Fred is definitely more suited, in my opinion.
Exactly. When we play the Bournemouth and the Nottingham Forest, we're expected to have the ball. We're expected to dominate. That's when you want Eriksen on the pitch. And I completely agree with that. That's why Fred, every time we watch him against them type of teams, everyone's like, get Fred off the pitch. How's Fred at United? You see Twitter going on meltdowns when it's games we should be winning. But when you're playing them big teams, Fred steps up. Look at the game he had against Spurs. Do you remember when we beat Spurs 3-0? He played. He was brilliant. He got the first goal in the first half, but he was, forget that, away from that. He was brilliant as a collective. He thrived on this occasion. And what it is as well is that he's just a unique profile to what we have in this squad. We don't have tenacious midfielders. We don't, well, Casemiro has come now, but before that, we've not really had tenacious midfielders that can cover ground. Midfielders that, yes, okay, I get it. He does give the ball away a lot, but he can use his left foot and right foot. He can get up and down the pitch. He presses. He can tackle. He just gives us a unique ID. And in this type of game, that's exactly what you need. And that's why I'm glad that, you know, you guys went with Fred, because I actually thought I was going to burst the bubble when I said Fred. And I was going to get crucified, but it seems like people
you
see what's going on.
You know what I mean? He's doing well. I think United are doing well. This is a tricky one, you know. Garnacho, yeah. I know people are saying...
sorry, I was going to say one. I want to say one more point. My only point here as well is a big thing. Substitutions in this game will be key, right? You guys are saying like big games, it's going to be key. We go and start Casemiro, Bruno, and Eriksen. We are 2-1 down in the 70th minute. Who do you turn to on the bench for creativity? There's no one because your best player's already on the pitch. So you're not going to bring on Fred for a creative job when you're chasing the game. So it's better off to start with a more solidified approach with Fred in there, who's a balance of both. And then if you win in the game, like Nige says, then you could bring on Eriksen to try and pinch him in the counter-attack. So also from the other side of it, you got to flip it. If we go hell for leather and we play our best midfield in terms of creativity and we're losing 2-3-0, we've got nowhere to turn because Van der Beek's already injured and Fred isn't that type of player. So you've got to see it from that side as well.
I'll start Anthony as well. I'll start Anthony as well, personally. Not Garnacho.
Oh, he's definitely starting.
I think, can I be honest? Sorry, Nature, what did you say? I just missed that.
No, I was just saying, Anthony gets up for these games, man. Like, you saw obviously his debut against Arsenal. I know it's his debut, but you can see that when people give him shit, that man's ready for it, bro. Like, he's like, okay, let me needs that right foot. Step up. Even though I've got one foot.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't need the right foot.
He does.
He doesn't need it. No, he doesn't.
I saw against Charlton, bro. He was down the line and he decided, nope, I'm gonna go back on my left.
I'm okay. No,
bro, exactly.
I'm okay.
Attacks, man. That's not healthy, bro.
I'm okay because okay. What you have to look is what the number one thing he does is he drags defenders to him. He's a magnet for defenders going as close to him as possible. Forget the right foot for just 1 second. What from a football to football perspective, from a coach to coach perspective, right? What you're seeing is the fullback coming to him, and then the second centre back is following up and being the second man in case the fullback is getting beaten. If you convert that into a percentage, what percentage of the back line is already occupied with Anthony? A high amount, because if you have 4 people in a back line, that's half of the freaking defense attracted to Anthony. Yes, the right leg is a concern, but when you have two defenders attracted to him, you have your center forward who can make line breaking runs. You know, if he times the run well, if then Anthony passes to a 10 or an 8, they can find the pass to the forward. That's 1. 2, you have the overlap. That's another thing. Dallo or whoever's on the other side should be overlapping. And then 3, if and when a 6'6" Dutch Peter Crouch comes in, you get the left-footed cross that comes in. Bish, bash, bosh, job done. You have to look at all of these aspects.
It's like this though. Can I answer on that?
No, go on, guys. Go on.
I was going to say he does need a right foot because 1, it makes him a better football player in general, right? That is first. What was Rashford always key to not use was his left foot. The guy always came inside. What are we seeing this season? He's using his left foot now. You're right. We saw it, and he's actually taking a winger down the line again. It's like, bro, I ain't seen that in about 3 years. When Anthony gets down that line, he needs to. It can't always cut in. He's not arguing with Ben, bro. He's not gonna cut in and be the man and put in top wins every single time, bro.
His game is going to be limited. I understand that, but not every player uses his other foot. Like, you can be good at using one foot and still have a good game.
Of course you can, but it's the decision making with it, though. If you're decided that if you're overlapping, and I get it, they could overlap Anthony so much more, but there's sometimes where he ignores it and he goes inside. Yeah, he's a magnet. No, Faz is completely right at that point. But when you beat it, man, sometimes you have to take. There's not always the option inside. He's becoming to the point where Premier League players, though, he's predictable, right? So when you go down that right hand side, just all you got to do is put a ball in with your right foot.
No, he's my dilemma. Yeah, he's my dilemma. I've got no issue. I've got no issue with the other multiple factors that go into the game of football, especially off the ball. A lot of people don't. And let's big Anthony up for a bit. The work he does off the ball, especially in attack, defending wise, fair play, cool. But attacking wise, the spaces he occupies for man like Bruno and Martial to occupy in terms of finding that space and linking up play is phenomenal, right? And that's from a football nerd's perspective. On a surface level, just like Kaz was saying, when man's on his right foot, bro, and I even mentioned his first couple of games, yeah? I think the first time I actually tweeted about the guy, I said, this guy has to be the next Iron Robben regen, otherwise he's going to have to use that right foot. Because there's been many a times when he's literally, and again, like you said, Saeed, he's been on his left foot in tight angles and then somehow got out of a mad situation with his left foot. As he gets older and he starts to lose that agility and pace, is he going to be able to do that and continue to do that? No. He's making, ultimately, difficult situations or getting out of difficult situations with even more difficult technique, which looks amazing. But sometimes the most simple thing, and you look at Garnacho, you look at Palestri, basics, even Amad Diallo, they have to be able to at least take a touch of the ball. When he's dribbling, everything is left. When he's trying to cut in, it's still left. His control left. The simple times, yeah, when I've seen the man, all you have to do is square the ball straight across. He's going with the outside of his left foot boot, making a more difficult pass. Sometimes football has to be simple. You have to be simple. You have to simplify it in the right areas. There are going to be times when he said, you know what, you've just got to whip the ball in. It could be 90th minute, Saeed, and the man's there got the ball and he's trying to point his left to whip a ball in.
I've got two things. I've got two things. One is I am going to not hold Anthony responsible. No.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to hold Ten Hag. He went and said, sign on the dotted line for 100 million. He could have pulled out. He could have said, you know what, actually, I could maybe use the 40 mil extra, 57 million his actual value was, and then another 30 million. Actually, let's go for this such a guy. He said, this is my guy. This is the number one player I will put my entire ETH lifeline on. So that's the first thing. Whatever Ten Hag has got, all of these us guys concern, I am sure Ten Hag has got the same concern that you need to be using your right foot, or you need to be doing this better. So I have faith in that, and I'm sure he'll get that. The second thing is we actually have possible two secret weapons. Amad Diallo and now Facundo Pellistri. I hope these two secret weapons can somehow fruition into something. Because can you imagine if Facundo or Amad decide to just up their level a little bit, where they can start coming on the bench and Anthony can get, subbed off a little bit, and then you have that different threat, a whole another different aspect to this, whole other side to this Rubik's Cube, where people are players, fullbacks are getting peppered where Anthony's cutting in, and boom, in you bring Amad, in you bring Pellistri, and now you've got a whole different style of play, whole different attacking phase.
Right winger,
so
though.
These are, yeah, but he can play that side as well. He can play that side.
For me, he's an 8.
But Pellistri, okay, even if you put Amad
there,
out,
I do like Pellistri.
Even because Bruno can't play a right wing, but he does that job a few times. But then you see the right-legged crosses that he makes are sometimes well, but a lot of the times not that good. But let's just put, for argument's sake, let's put the number one guy, Pellistri, who plays that side for his international squad. Could Pellistri do that job if he ups his level and doesn't go on loan and doesn't get sold or whatever? That's a good headache to have. That is a very, very good headache.
Well, I'm going to throw the other headache in there because I had this debate with Reese and Sai 2 weeks ago. We've got Mr. Jadon Sancho for 83 million holding out at the moment, and we've got to talk about it on the pre-season. 72 million. So, okay, we'll take that. Don't worry, he's going to add that on soon. Don't worry. But with the performances we saw in pre-season, and people can say, it's pre-season. I judge people for what I've seen him in. It's the same as boxing fighters. You see who they fight, and that's how you judge it. The bottom line is Jadon Sancho showed us a connection with Martial and Rashford, and very bright sparks. You put him in the top 3 performers on the right wing that pre-season. He was cooking for us. So the fact that he can go in there, we've got Pellistri and we've got Anthony there. There is options because for me, if Sancho is to succeed at this football club, it won't be on the left. It will be on the right.
And Amad isn't, bro. He's for Sunderland. He's been playing as an 8, an advanced 8. Go watch the games, bro. I ain't got saying he's a right winger. He's not explosive enough to be a right winger, man.
Can I just say something? Yeah, one thing we have to stress for football, especially for wingers as well, we can't change the way they play. If we want Anthony to do the right foot and this or that, it's going to change the way he plays, and I'm not for that. If this is how his style, just has to become efficient, and that will come down from the manager. And Faz is going to say that it has to come down to efficiency. We have to get people on the overlap. I'm not going to lie to you, Dalot has not worked well with Anthony so far. That's just my own opinion. I think we need to see more of that, and I think the more they do better, that will get better. And another thing as well, I think when you talk about Jadon Sancho, these guys, Anthony and Rashford, and it's intensity, man. When you look at Anthony, this guy helps the fullbacks. He's helping the press. Ten Hag loves that. And some people only look towards maybe he gives a wrong ball and whatever. But where we go and press it from the front, Anthony gives you that. So when you talk about Tyrone Sancho needs to get the presses stats up. He needs to win the ball high up the pitch. That's
maybe why Ten Hag said, you're not fit enough. Go and learn. Go and get back on the prison ground.
We have another issue. Do we have another issue then? Because 2 out of 3 probably have to score you 20 gotta get you 20 GA a season, right? At least if you want to league. I'm talking about 18, 19 Premier League goals if your striker isn't scoring, something along those lines. I don't think Martial's a 20 goal a season striker. Rashford looks like he can get there. He's already on 21 GA. Yeah, but no. You're not getting my point here. Anthony is not your inverted forward that's going to go get you 20 goals in a season. I don't think so. Anyways,
he's
I
not
could
as
be wrong.
productive as like a Riyad
Rashford
Mahrez,
is.
for example.
I don't think Bruno is anymore because he's different these days. He's a bit more refined. And then Marcel, then we got another issue. That means we're lacking another thing because he's not going to get you 20 GA, but only like in the Premier League. That's my issue now. If you're not, that means we're gonna have to go get a proper serious number 9. And I hate to say it, and I love Marcel.
That's what I'm saying. With Ten Hag's teams, yeah. If the goals are shit, so if we bag 50 goals, let's go 50. If we bag 50 goals in a season, yeah, real average, and 20 of them come from a striker, more time we're looking at everyone going, yeah, you know, a striker's done his job, but everyone else hasn't. If then them goals are getting shared evenly, whether it's from the striker or forward, that says everything about the system doing the job, and anyone on the end of it in the front three or front five, if you want to go there, should be able to bag them goals. Because let's be honest, we're talking professional footballers here. We're not talking Jose Mourinho style, you know, big man up front and just doing a mazza. We're not talking Karim Benzema go get you 50 goals, Lewandowski get 50 goals. These are your main guys to grab your goals. Goals are coming from every angle. And this is the thing with, this is why I look at Pep and I think why Pep's struggling, because Haaland's having a 6th season by his standards. But Man City aren't having a great season by their standards because their system is broken up because they've got a main striker. Aguero, if you look at Aguero, yes, he bagged goals, but look at how he actually played in the system at Man City's peak. He wasn't doing what Haaland was doing. Haaland is waiting for the ball in the right areas. As a normal striker does, he's doing nothing wrong. But as a normal number 9 does, he waits for them runs, wait for them balls. He very rarely comes and links up the play as often as Aguero was per 90 minutes. The system that they've got is now ill functioning, and they've put that to one side in order for Haaland to get his goals. Is it working? And this is the thing. Ten Hag has
that's
system
why I say
right now.
2 out of 3 of your players in your front line need to be getting you at least 20 GA in the league.
I'm not saying it's not a good thing, but
yeah, look at recent history.
It's not that important
and so forth.
Yeah,
it's not that important.
You're right. You know, and like I said,
I'll be honest though, but Anthony in his seasons in Ajax, he has gotten double-digit GA, so he is very much capable of it. I think the best one he had was 17 GA in a season with Ajax, and in his whole Ajax career as well, over 80-something games, I think 82 or 83 game involvements, he's at 46 GA. That's almost 0.5 every game. That is a very good number, if you ask me, for a inverted winger.
Can I just say something as well, by the way? In terms of options up front, like I said, I'd rather Elanga go out on loan instead of Palestri. I know today I've seen Palestri might be going out loan to Wolves. You know what I mean? Big up to Mimi, but he's going to Wolves, and I'm not gonna lie to you. He should be staying there, because I've said it from day one, and everyone said to me, You've never seen Palestri before. I've been watching him when he came to the football club, yeah? And every game I've been looking at his close control, technical ability on the right wing. He's been very, very good. And it's all about opportunities. We literally just put him to the corner and treated him like shit, if I'm being honest with you. And we gave Elanga so much kind of game time. We didn't manage the game time with Palestri. And now all of a sudden people are saying, oh, Palestri looks decent. Yeah, because you haven't played him. And that's another thing as well. So we've got that option on the bench. We've got Garnacho, who I'm looking at right now. I can't lie to you. Garnacho excites me, man. Garnacho excites me. And I don't know, like I said, if he's in the team, if it's too soon, I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. But again, on there, who's going to be on their right-hand side? Cancelo, is it? Or it's going to be...
I think Kyle Walker will play.
Kyle Walker, most likely.
So I don't know, but it's, again, like I said, it's just the way that Ten Hag will go. Will he go with Anthony, or will he go with Garnacho and Rashford and then Martial?
He's going to go Anthony, Rashford, Martial. I'm sorry, but you go with your most kind of experienced, but you're trusted and your most proven. You think
Garnacho is better off the bench as the impact.
I think Garnacho is better off the bench, and I don't want to get him in against a Kyle Walker and him to have a horrible experience. That's nothing on Garnacho, but the guy is still 17 against a big 31-year-old player. Do you know what I'm saying? He's proven in Kyle Walker. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with
I'll be honest though, Ty. I want to disagree a little bit, just a little bit, because I appreciate you want to protect him, but he managed to kind of give Semedo a hard time, you know. And Semedo is very strong.
For me, I'm
on top of that,
go on, carry. Actually, go on. I'll come back after.
On top of that, you know, one thing I've really liked about Garnacho when I saw him in the second half yesterday, watching him close, his second touch, not his first, his second touch is so beautiful. It's so are perfect. He touches the ball, obviously very flamboyant, but he already knows where he's going to go. And you know, the maddest thing is his awareness of how the distance from the corner flag to him, the distance from his touchline to him is so good, because he barely loses the ball, right? In terms of when he's running, he doesn't overhit the ball and run. He doesn't let the ball go out of play. He's always got some sort of control over his fullback. And it's so good for a guy, he's 18 years old. He just touches, second touch, and the fullback is chasing his shadow. And the fullbacks in Charlton, they were fast. They were strong as well. They tried to tackle him. They tried to clip him, but still he was at it.
I understand that. I understand that.
I want to use Garnacho as a sub player. I agree with that. I think it'd be great to use him as a secret weapon against Man City.
Yeah, and that's why I think off the bench, no pressure, coming into the field, giving that excitement, bums off seats. That's what you want in a derby as well. He can give you that. I think if you go with Rashford on the left, he gives Kyle Walker problems because he can get in behind, and Kyle Walker's always been flagged down for his positioning. Rashford's positioning is actually improving so much under Ten Hag. You've got Martial, who we know is very good against Manchester City. Probably the best striking performance in the last few years I've seen without scoring at the Etihad when he bullied Ruben Diaz, who everyone was sucking his balls off in his first season. So we went there and won. So he comes with linking up the play, holding it up, retaining it. And then you've got Anthony on the other side, who also scored against him in the first game away. But I feel like he gives us a different approach because he's a ball-to-feet player. You've then got Rashford, who's kind of like our Heung-min Son, and you've got our Harry Kane and Martial that can link it up and sort of do a bit of both. For me, that's the perfect balance in the front three. Then with Garnacho, who can come on when we always see Rashford then go central. Last 20 minutes, we're up or we're level. We've got his pace in behind. We've got the threat on the counter. And Garnacho then to have the ball carrying ability. I think the proof's in the pudding for me there that we go with Anthony, Martial, and a Rashford front three. He's
gonna play Nathan Ake, innit? He's gonna play Nathan Ake.
He is 100%, and you know what? He deserves it. Nathan Ake's been phenomenal this year. He's been phenomenal.
What's the other guy? The Swiss guy? I think he'll play him as well.
Kanji. I hope so, man.
He done that last time, and you know why he does that? Because he's worried about the pace of Manchester United. They're his quickest centre backs. People saw Ruben Diaz out of the team, and I was gutted because I was like, when he played a Kanji and Ake, I was like, he's going to shut us down for the pace. And all you saw was a Kanji bringing the ball out, beating the press, and just travelling into midfield. So for me, obviously, Man City have learned a lot in terms of that. And I'm hoping Ten Hag can learn a lot from the first game where we got packed up, let's be honest.
Yeah, 100%, man. Nah, it's going to be exciting, man. I'm going to go for Man United to win 2-1. I think we'll get the win. Ty, what are you saying?
Oh, man, do you know what? This is the most confident I've been at Old Trafford in a while. 12:30 Saturday. My Man United side tells me we're gonna win 2-1 in it. That's what my Man United side says. But my deep down worry is just that they might do what Arsenal done to us, pop the ball around, but instead of not scoring, punish us, and then we're just like shit. Reality's hit, but I hope not. Yeah.
Kaz, what are you saying, man? You're gonna be there. It's gonna be
1-0.
madness. What are you telling me?
I think it's just gonna be 1-0.
What, we're keeping a clean sheet, just shutting them out, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna get to that case. It'll be 1-0. I think the game will drag more, and it will just get to the point where we're just defending and somehow get over the line. That's what I think.
That's what happens, man. You know, they just put on the pressure in the last 20, innit?
Yeah. And then Garnacho comes on as the outlet kind of thing. Anthony comes off. Elanga might come on, and then just use that as just work rate. That's the way I might see it.
Can I ask you something quickly? And this is to everyone. If City score first, do you not see us ever coming back in this game?
We're winning, bro. We're winning.
No. But do we have to score first to win? Do we have to score first?
No.
We find that resilience.
No.
This team finds the resilience. They've got it in them, man. They've got to believe. We've got Casemiro and people in there, and Rashford. Listen, they have to stop Rashford as well. You know, Rashford's on hot form, man. Big up to Rashford.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, we're winning by all costs. Faz, tell me, what are you doing on that day? You're coming from. What is going to happen, Faz? Tactical view.
Firstly, we're coming in to stop 5G, aka Skynet. We're stopping him, bro. We're stopping him. That's what's happening. Ten Hag said it after that game. Thank you very much for the fucking lesson. Thank you. You done me once. You're not doing me twice. It's not happening. We are not losing in Old Trafford against these lot. It's not happening. We are going to stop them. And on top of that, we are going to keep a clean sheet. David fucking De Gea, top 10 in appearances for Manchester United. Our absolute legend of the club. He doesn't even use his hands to save the ball. He uses his fucking shoulder. Tell me another keeper that does. No, he's not letting nothing fly. You're going to see him be like the Matrix, stop everything going in the net. You're going to see Lisandro Martinez stop Skynet. Kevin De Bruyne, he had an absolute atrocious World Cup. He's old. He's getting stopped. Akanji and Ake, okay, they're a bit faster. All right, okay, whatever. But we got Marcus MBE Rashford. Yeah, Marcus MBE Rashford. Ganato just changed his boots. He's not slipping no more. We got Anthony's left foot. Edison must be shaking. Edison's knees are shaking, bro, like that. Like when your teeth are shivering in the ice cold. We're peppering them. Simple, man. 2-0 Manchester United.
Facts. Neji, I know you said 3-1 before, but let them know, man. What's going down? What's going down, brother?
But first and foremost, Kevin De Bruyne is that's a line, bro. You know what's mad? You know what's mad? Yesterday, I heard Anthony Sri Lanka, bro. Sri Lanka. But no, it needs to stop, bro. It needs to stop. Bro, and it's from a guy that I follow that don't even have many followers. I'm like, how's this guy on like 20k, bro? I said Anthony Sri Lanka. I was like, oh yeah, big up my man, bro. I can't remember his tweet, but I remember retweeting it, bro. He had the Jamaican flag there, so yeah, big up. But yeah, Anthony Sri Lanka, bro. Anyway, moving forward. Listen, I'm sticking with 3-1. The only reason I say 1 is because I still think City can grab a goal. They've got in out of respect. Now I say this on a balance level. Out of respect, City, they're not going to be lying black. We're not just going to go down there and slap them. We're going to have to earn it. That's first and foremost. We're going to have to be 100%. But if Manchester United come 100%, which I expect them to do 1,000%, then I genuinely believe City are going to struggle to grab their goals. And I can only see Mahrez, probably Haaland, picking out a goal or even licking in a penalty. That's all I can honestly see. Everything else, I'm literally going to the structure. If Ten Hag has the upper hand for 25 minutes and City go there going, shit, we need to play a different style of football, or we need to try and break these down, because they haven't actually been up against teams that have ultimately, where they have to consistently kind of break other teams down and try to alter their way. Manchester United have had to do that with player profiles, with the substitutions, everything. Manchester United are in the best position ever to go and slap City and go and say, Manchester is red. For so long, for so long, it's been banter. Like, even when we got a couple of wins, no one really said it with chest in that club and said Manchester is red. It was just, oh, we got the win so we can claim it. These guys actually can step on the pitch and go, Manchester is fucking red, man. They can actually go and do that, bro. Like, and say it with chest and believe it on the pitch. We're at that stage now. The arrogance of Manchester United is coming back, bro. People are no longer laughing at us, they're hating us, bro. That's when you know we're winning, bro. We used to get hated 24/7, and I loved it, man.
Hate the dog, never ignored. That's what I was saying.
We need them days back, man. We need them days back. 3-1.
Absolutely. Before we wrap up, Osmolo says,
He's not Osmolo. You're dyslexic, man. Listen, get your glasses, man. Get some glasses.
I'm on solo. Sorry. Big up your chest and all the sadness. Sooners happening here. You scared of Man City. We have been having clean sheet and scoring them. 10 and Faz again. There you go, man. The energy, man. Energy is in the house. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap it up here. Nearly 900 of these in the chat. Please smash a like on the video. We have given you the energy. Now you must take it with you in your WhatsApp groups, in your Instagram groups, in your TikTok groups. Have the energy, man. This defeatist mentality, this idea that you just have to look up to City. No, we don't, man. We're bigger than City. We're better than City. And we're going to have them. So have the chest, stick up for your team, and don't just kind of be like, oh, they're better than us. No, it's Derby Day. Phone goes out the window. Have some chest. Have a bit of pride. And tell these Man City fans what's going down. So come on, people, man. Manchester's red. We're going to do them, man. Ty, let them know where you are.
Never a foul. You know what it is, man. Big up my guy Cass as well, on there with me every single time. You know what it is. Regular content all the time. I think them guys are doing their NAF watch along as well. So big up NAF watch along. Obviously, Daps and Mo are doing something on there. But you know what it is, man. Like this video for Saeed. Get him to 60k. Support the man. They big up Nige. Big up Faz. You know what time it is. Marshall SC. We're here. Manchester Derby. We're going to silence them Blue Boys, hopefully. Let's go, man.
Let's go. And obviously, Kaz, big up to you. I'll see you on Saturday, but big up to you, man.
Yeah, man. Never a foul. Look, it's in the description. They're going to be doing a massive preview tomorrow as well. Obviously, Faz can't be there, unfortunately, because he's busy, content creation, life and all that. But
I've got to bring this energy, Cass.
it's going to be me and Ty versus not only just Daps, MCFC lads, and also City Extra. So make sure you're on there. Just scroll down below and just subscribe and then watch out.
It's only them two anyways, man. They ain't got many content creators, man. You have to start ringing bare people to ring bare people to get them two, man. We got bare content creators on this side and we got upper echelon content creators on this side. You know what I'm saying? Just put it as it is, man.
Yeah, man. Well, big up Faz as well. Big up to you, man. Let them know. Planet Faz.
I ain't got to let them know nothing. They already know who it is, man. It's Faz. You want some crack, you want some heroin football chat, you come to Planet Faz. If you want some logic and all of that, you go to my brother Nate G, who's got all the logic that they can give you. If you want some deluded football talk, you come to me. That's all it is, man. Big up Saeed though, as always, man.
Absolutely. Obviously, man, KG, let them know, man. Let them know.
First and foremost, big up yourself, Saeed, for having us on. Big up Kaz, big up Ty, big up Faz. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Mandem Talk. Make sure you go like the video and subscribe if you are new. That's so important to people that do content just like you guys, man. The guys that I've got in the panel, you see them every day, man. They're putting work in. It's not just a vibe, yeah? So they're putting work in, man. So please just give them a little like. Don't cost you nothing. Do that, please. First and foremost, for me, obviously, big up Faz for the little introduction. Mainly on balanced views. So if you like balanced views and logical views, that's me, bro. Sunshine47, SONSHINE 47. You'll catch me on Instagram, you'll catch me on Twitter, you'll catch me on YouTube. All of them good stuffs there, man. So yeah, Sunshine47. Peace.
Absolutely, man. Big up, man. Just a few super chat for wrap up. Saeed, you're my brother, but Saturday you will cry. And Olu says, lol, I can't wait to cook you next time if you lose. And Masood, big up Masood, he goes, every rival fan predicts us to finish outside the top 4. Now they are trying to make us say we're in a title race in Ten Hag's first season. Hypocrisy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. Let them enjoy themselves. Let them keep talking down on Man United. Let them do whatever they want to do because we're just going about our business, innit? Man United fans, don't be rattled by them. Let them enjoy. This Chelsea fan here over there needs to talk about how they're in 10th position. You know what I mean? Conte Blue and his wig.
Wait. They gotta get through fucking Fulham next, bro. Tomorrow, like that's their rivalry. That's their derby.
Before you go, genuine question: what's Graham Potter gonna do with Felix, though? Like, let's be honest. What's Graham Potter doing with Felix? Is anyone scared?
A lot of vibes, isn't it?
Exactly.
What's Potter doing with Felix? It makes no sense.
Exactly.
These Chelsea fans, bro. You got Felix, yeah, you got the player, bro. But look who's managing him, bro.
Exactly.
There's your version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. Have it.
Keeping it short, Nigel, they've just got bare the same profiles, innit? The Mason Mounts, Havertz, Felix, number 10s, dropping the pockets. I'm not worried.
Yeah,
exactly. So listen, don't worry about them. We'll just keep doing our thing. Listen, people, like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Mandem, and I'll see you tomorrow for maybe a video, special video coming out tomorrow.
Yes.